All right, so I'm good. I'm on.
Yes, you're on, Jeff.
All right, welcome to the Tough Questions podcast.
I did not study.
I'm your host, Jeff Sheen, with his co-host, Tim McLaughlin.
What's up, everybody? I hope you're having a great day.
Great job. That was fantastic.
Thanks, Jeff.
And then here we're guest Abby Washuta.
Hi.
All right, you didn't need to study at all. I heard you say I didn't study.
I was nervous, yeah.
No studying. These are just questions that I like to ask that everyone wants to know.
Gotta know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then, just give me real answers. Don't be goofing around.
No goofs.
No goofs.
No goofing.
Not even a single funny thing.
I won't.
At all.
I will absolutely not say anything funny.
Excellent.
You can be sure of that. Yeah.
And then at the end, I'm going to score you out of 10.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So there is a right and wrong answer. Shit. All
Well,
right.
there's not a right or wrong. It's just how real you're being in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, how honest you are.
Okay.
Yeah, so, we're going to hit you some questions.
Does everybody get the same questions?
No, everyone gets special questions.
Oh, okay. All right. So you sat
Yep.
around and you thought about these. All right. I'm ready.
Mm-hmm. Even when I watched your Instagram today, thinking of questions.
Oh, and you were like, there's no material here, so this is going to be tough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It took me 4 hours to write these questions.
That's the longest Jeff's ever taken writing the questions.
Yeah. They're all just trivia, to be honest.
I feel like normally he looks at a book that's like an old manners book, and he asks a question from that.
Ooh, I like that.
Well, that was from Peter's episode.
Yeah, being like, how many moons between lovers is it okay for another kiss or something?
It was years. And he said 7. It was 7 to Peter. So, yeah, these are a whole bunch of these, and then it's double-sided, too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no sneaking peeks.
Okay.
Peter was looking over and sneaking peeks.
I won't sneak a peek. I will not sneak a peek.
I mean, honestly, can you read any of my handwriting?
No, 0%.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's like hieroglyphics.
Yeah? Peter could read it.
Yeah, it's incredible.
You looked over, he's like, I can read all that. So me and Peter are similar,
You have
and just
similar
that way only.
Doctor handwriting.
Because he's a filth monster.
He's disgusting. He's a disgusting man. He's going to get canceled from that episode.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to see it now for sure.
Yeah, every episode we try to get you canceled.
Okay. Let's see if we can get me canceled.
So say goodbye to your career.
Joke's on you. It
Yeah.
never started. So
You won't top whatever I say, so it'll be fine.
Yeah, Tim's dragging me down with him. All right, first question. Let's see. I want to know. Tim's got to know.
I have to
Everybody's
know.
dying to know. You're cancer-free. Congrats on that.
thank you.
So the question is, what do you miss about it most?
Oh,
That's a good question,
That's
yeah.
Yeah, what do you miss
great
about
question.
it?
I mean, so much. Number one, I miss the excuse of having cancer as an excuse to get out of anything.
Oh, sure.
That
Oh,
is,
yeah.
You could always be late.
You're always late. The emails are never responded to. The appointments are missed. The birthday parties can't be attended.
Oh, you could use it for anything.
Anything. Baby showers.
It's like the smoke break of the body.
It really is. Yeah.
That's incredible.
At my day job, I would say I certainly extended I've been out with a medical issue a lot longer than was actually realistic.
Oh, okay.
Or that was actually truthful. So yeah, that's the number one thing that I miss about it is that.
Oh, the sweet excuses. Now nobody cares.
Now nobody
You're like,
cares.
oh, I'm late.
Yeah. And they're like, what? You don't have cancer, so get here.
They cut out the part that makes me on time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, that was for sure the best part of it.
Get your cancer-free ass in here.
The freebies are over. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but there's a lot of great excuses. What if they were like, hey, could you be tired? And you're like, I can't. The cancers give me energy. Couldn't use that.
Totally.
Yeah, see, that wouldn't work. All right,
What the
so
fuck, Jeff?
if they were like, we need you to be tired.
need you to be tired.
and
Why
you're
would
like,
they need her to be tired? Where does she work? At CERTA? What are you talking about?
Maybe for like an acting gig, and I'm like, I can't.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. If you got booked as a sleepy
Yeah, and
background
they're
character.
like, you're so perked up, and I'm like, it's the cancer.
Yes.
And it's actually kind of great too because nobody, especially like a medical issue too, is very vague, right? People are like medical issue, but if you just say cancer, especially in like a work email, people are like, oh my God. I am sorry. Yes, this thing is 10 weeks late, but it's cancer, and they're like, you know what? I'll do the thing. I'll send it to you. I don't even need it from you. Never mind.
Yeah, it truly is a slam dunk.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
really a slam dunk. Yeah.
Wow. We got a slam dunk there. All right. Sweet excuses.
Yeah.
Let's see. Next question. Moving on. These are all over the place.
Okay.
I got to know, what is your morning routine? And what would you do to change the bad parts of it?
The bad parts of it. Can I ask? But
Did you come up with half of that question on the fly?
I realized what I wrote is, what is your morning routine and what would you, then I think I wrote like to change. I thought it said life. I couldn't read my own handwriting.
what would you like to change about your morning routine? Well, can I first answer that question with a question, or is that not allowed?
Let me see what's the question.
Well, so you had said originally that you came up with these questions by like stalking Instagram a little bit. Is there some indication on my Instagram of like my morning routine being a disaster? And you were like, what is this morning routine?
No, only a few of these
You were
are
just
really
inspired.
tied in there.
Got it.
Yeah.
This is one of those general questions
General
you just
questions.
found in the ether.
I thought this one was nice because I haven't asked anybody about their morning routine yet.
I don't have a morning routine because I am
What?
a monster. I'm really chaotic, and my life is most days is never the same as other days. So it is. There's no routine. If it's going well, and I have if I have to go to work and I've got some things to do, I will get up early and go to the gym, and then I shower at work and I do work for the rest of the day. But
So sometimes you don't brush your teeth?
sometimes I don't even brush my teeth.
Oh
so other
my
than that,
God.
the very basics are getting done. Right, I am taking a shower and I'm brushing my teeth and I'm doing those things.
All right, we got shower.
But sometimes there's a difference between like, it's a good morning, so I got up early and I did that in the context of going to the gym and I had a good breakfast and I leisurely made it to work. Or I do all of that getting ready in like 4 seconds and then I run to work in like a sweating late panic.
Okay.
No breakfast, no gym.
But there's
Two
always a
different shoes
shower
on.
and a brush of the teeth?
There is not always a shower because sometimes I'm a nighttime shower, but there's always a brush of the teeth and a wash of the face.
Okay, so we got
And,
brush teeth, wash face.
Yeah, and then right now I'm putting my fake bun on. That's very important because, cancer, as I mentioned.
Fake bun.
Fake
okay.
hair.
Fake
Gotta do
bun.
it.
Fake bun. That's the last like 6 or 8 months I've been applying the fake bun.
Okay.
Which actually a comedian recently came up to me, and it was a male comedian too, which I didn't think anyone cared, but he was like, is this like your look with your hair? This is like your uniform for comedy? And I was like, it's my uniform from cancer. I hope that you know. And so he was like, never mind.
Sounds like a Jeff question.
Yep, sounds like it was, but it wasn't. There's another me in real life. So you got those 3 things are the crucial to your morning routine.
Yeah.
Brush teeth, wash face, bun.
Yeah.
Place the bun on.
Place the bun.
Okay, all right. All right. Now, what would you like to change?
What would I like to change? I mean,
Yes, from your very normal morning routine
From
that you do
those three.
every day, what would you like to change?
I mean,
Yeah.
I think if everything were going well, I'd like to like self-actualize and be the kind of person that gets up every morning early and does the gym and like a good breakfast in the context of that morning.
Mm-hmm.
But am I going to self-actualize? That seems unlikely.
Yeah.
So you want to like wake up early and go to the gym and stuff?
Wake
Yeah.
up, work out, apply your face creams,
Totally.
Yeah.
eat your breakfast, put on your suit.
All
Yeah,
right.
just like,
Go to
really,
work.
and kind of like gingerly get into the day. Like there's time instead of just like waking up out of bed and being like, I gotta go. It's 20 minutes. We gotta do. So yeah.
All right. Well, this is a little follow up here. What do you think's stopping you here, huh?
What is stopping
You
me?
know, where's the block coming
What is
from?
stopping me from self-actualizing?
Where's the block coming from?
Yeah.
Well, cancer. No.
Go back to the excuse.
My friends from college and I had this concept of the nether you, which is like the
What?
Have you ever, okay? So nether you, like in a
The
nether
upside
world.
down.
Yeah, it's kind of like the upside down. It's like the you would be.
Like we're on Stranger Things?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
kind of, but it's kind of like the nether you is like the version of yourself you would be if you were actually like able to execute on all the things you like imagine that you would be as like your highest order self. So you would be the kind of person who
Oh.
like reads The Economist cover to cover every week and
Right.
you run marathons and you whatever. So Nether Abby is like very put together. I get up at the same time every day. I go to sleep on a regular schedule. I always get up. I go to the gym. I take a shower. I do whatever. I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to do all the stuff. But I don't know. What is holding us back from being
Yeah.
the nether versions of ourselves?
I mean, I'm the another version of myself.
Are you?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
fucking not.
I am completely.
Probably
Also-
are the nether version of yourself. You
Also,
guys
the
are doing a
nether version
podcast?
makes it sound bad.
Oh, I think it's like the good version.
Like the
Okay.
nether realm is always like the bad place that you go. Like it's a
Ah, yeah,
bad
sometimes it is a bad place,
situation.
yeah, yeah.
But like like me prime, he probably just
What's you, Prime?
good with money.
Good with money.
I'm terrible with money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
And not hurting himself. The other day I was walking through the stand up turnstiles at the train, and it just stopped, and I bashed my mouth on it in my teeth, and I touched my mouth to the turnstile, and
Yep.
now I probably have cancer.
Yeah.
For sure have AIDS.
We only got him
Fucking
for a few more
disgusting.
years.
What?
We only got you for a few more years.
Oh, it's horrible.
So you
nice to meet
don't know
That's
the
nice
block
meeting you
here.
too.
Could be anything.
I think the block is
Laziness.
laziness.
Oh,
yeah,
geez,
laziness.
you hate to hear it.
Laziness, but
Oh,
also I
no.
think maybe more than that is like a little bit of the
You don't respect yourself.
yeah, there's
no.
that. Maybe there's like a fear of success sometimes that also keeps you from doing the things.
Oh, Tim's
Because
got that.
Trying to do the thing that could make you successful and really full assing it and not half assing it, and then if it doesn't come to fruition, then you know.
Oh,
wow,
yeah.
you tried as hard as you could, but you couldn't make it.
It was you all
Now-
along.
Yeah, now no success, but I'm not trying. So I'm like, you see, it's
Yeah.
like there's
Yeah.
it levels out.
So
I think
you
it's
could
fear.
be like Jeff, who claims he's trying very hard.
This is
And-
another me.
This is another you. You
Jeff
are
is
another
trying
you.
as hard as he can and not succeeding.
That's not true.
You know,
are.
Jeff is doing terribly. He had to beg his friend to take him on the road. Now, or you could be me.
I didn't beg. I
This is your
asked
friend.
a
This
lot.
is your friend. Yeah.
Or you could be me, a guy who doesn't try and is in basically the exact same place as Jeff.
That's true.
Hardly. Are you at the cellar?
What?
Are you at the cellar?
As much as Jeff recently, yes.
Oh! Who did you go on the road with?
I'm going out with a friend of the show, Jeff Arcuri.
Okay. And did you beg?
Oh, you had to be like, please,
I
Jeffrey.
asked because I said, "Hey, I need money."
You are already the nether you.
Oh yeah. See, all you got to do is ask. You know, just be the nether you.
That's a fear. I always want to ask people. There's like a fair few comics that I'm stalking their tour schedule to be like, just write to them and say you're going to be in town and that you could do it, and I just
See?
can't.
You know, after this podcast, you're gonna leave here.
Steph Tolev,
You're gonna be
call
ready.
me. Call me.
You'll get over this. You'll wake up next morning tomorrow, run a mile.
I know.
After the tough questions pod, your life's gonna be changed.
Steph Tolev probably
Run 'em
watches this, and she's going to call me and say, "You were so charming and funny on that show.
Oh.
You should open for me from here on out."
She's our number one Patreon
I bet
subscriber.
It's true.
It's only her.
Here's hoping.
All right, moving on here. Let's see. And this is a 1 to 10 question. It's a
Ooh.
scale 1 to 10. How much of a Karen are you?
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
I know you look the part.
I look the part. 10 being extremely Karen.
Yeah. 10, you're calling the cops on a black guy who just parked his car at a Target.
Yeah, that's a good 10.
That's a 10.
Yeah, that's a good 10.
Yeah, I would say I'm a Karen probably in certain situations. Like, I wouldn't call the cops on, like, a black guy parking his car, but I would, like, find myself wanting to, like, intervene if I thought, like, a cop was being, like, shitty to someone, and I could walk by with my white girl Karen powers and
That's
be
some
like,
Karen powers.
excuse me, but you shouldn't be talking to him like this, and blah, blah, blah. Like, so sometimes I could be probably an 11, I would say.
I know my
I'd
rights,
like
sir.
Totally, I'm very like that. But I'd like to say that I do it in the service of other people, to be kind to other people and to feel like I'm like standing up and being like something like a butthead Avenger. You
Oh,
know?
yeah?
But
Oh, okay.
But
You've never done it because you got like shitty service?
no.
No?
I am the kind of person that like if the meal comes out and it's wrong, I am eating it. I am eating it. It doesn't matter what's
Yeah,
happening.
yeah.
Yeah. I worked in a lot of restaurants. You don't send food back because it's
Yeah.
not coming back better for sure. And
You're allergic to tomatoes, just
yeah.
eating it anyways.
And I'm also a people. I'm also a people pleaser. So I
Oh,
don't want
okay.
to. I don't want to upset people. I don't want them to not like me. So I'm more likely to be like, it's okay. Whatever you want to do, just treat me like shit. I'll do whatever. It's not a big deal. It's totally
Please,
cool.
sir.
Yeah. I want some
Poop
more.
on my
Yeah.
plate.
Yeah, please poop on my plate.
Okay.
That's totally cool. Yeah.
We were slammed at work the other week.
Yeah.
And Jake was our only bartender, and it was taking him a while to close out this lady's tab. Her tab was $120, and she tipped him nothing because she was upset at how long it took to get her tab closed out.
Whoa, 0 tip.
And Jake yelled in the bar. He goes, "That fucking bitch!" And everybody at the bar goes, "What happened?" He goes, "She tipped me nothing on over $100," and everyone booed her as she left.
Good. Yeah. I hate that. No, I hate those people.
All right, so 1 out of 10, generally speaking. Just give me a general number here. You know, if you're 11 in those situations, where does that average out?
I would say like a 5 or a 6.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'll cop to 5 or 6. I think that people probably imagine I'm like a 12 when they just like see my face.
Sure.
But yeah, I'd say like a 5 or a 6.
6, yeah, 5 or 6 of Karen. That's okay, great. That's a solid number, you know?
Were you thinking it was going to be higher or lower than that?
I thought you were going to go lower.
You thought it was gonna go
I
lower,
thought
yeah.
you would chicken out and be like, I would never be a Karen. I'm
yeah.
a 3. I'm great.
Yeah. Well, Well, I guess because you could be a Karen in situations where you're slightly less like heinous, like the motive is not that, but it's still I think it's the sense of like white girl entitlement is still for sure there. It's
Right.
Like, yeah.
I mean, I've agreed with some of these Karens.
Excuse me, you can't be.
Jeff agrees with all the ones that go viral for the wrong reason. Jeff likes the ones wearing big sunglasses.
Yeah. Personally, I'm probably like an 8 or a 9.
so? Yeah.
Oh, man. Put a leash on your dog.
Yes.
Yes. Listen, that's a danger issue.
That's
a
for real.
serious
Put a
danger
leash
issue.
on your dog. But Jeff, you don't like confrontation in any way, shape, or form.
You're right. I don't.
So just inside, you'd be like, put a leash on your dog.
Yeah, in my brain, I'm a
Yeah.
huge Karen.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Very much like, we've been sitting here for 10 minutes and the waiter hasn't been by?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, man.
Excuse me.
I would love
I'm
to
here.
say things.
I steam up. You can tell. Mike is like, you need to calm down. And I will never say anything. But the entire time I'll be like, what's it not the fucking.
Yeah, I would love that. But I don't like confrontation. Chelsea, my fiance, she'll do it. So, yeah, so I love her. She does confrontation for me.
What's her Karen score? Chelsea, are you watching?
Hers? Oh, I mean, she can be probably a 7 or an 8. I'd say 8 even. Chelsea can really Karen it up.
My bitch ass fiance hasn't had any service and he will not say anything about it. Could you please serve him?
We were walking, and there was like a crowded area, walking through like a crowd of people.
Yeah.
You know, we're walking, there's some guy standing there talking to his friends, and she gets behind him and stops. She goes, "Excuse me, move." And I was like, Chelsea, and I got scared, and he was startled.
Because he's gonna like hit you.
yeah, then I
because
put my
of
head down
her.
and scurried by real quick.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I told a guy to move the other day.
Did you?
Well, we didn't have a bar back at the bar, and I had to bar back. And the guy, I go, get the fuck out of my way. And he goes, oh, geez, okay.
Oh, well, when you're working, I think that happens. What's your Karen score?
Oh, probably a 5 or a 6. It takes a lot for me, but then when I flip out, it's really bad.
Oh, I love it. You know, sometimes I think it can be used for good, which is what you're doing.
I'd like to use my Karen powers
yeah.
for good. Yeah.
Take this to the airport when I'm delayed on a flight. I
Mine
could
are
use
always
it.
wrong. They're always used in the wrong way because I'm mad about something that I shouldn't be mad about, and then I let it fester, and then I flip out of nowhere, and then people get mad at me.
Oh, no, you're a Kyle.
No,
All right.
it's a Chad, Jeff, and
Is it a Chad? Oh,
yeah,
it's
no,
Kyle.
your internet term. What's a Kyle?
I don't know. Rittenhouse? Anyways.
Oh, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
If only I could look so young.
He's plumped up recently. All right.
Yeah, he's been eating too much freedom.
Moving on. Let's see here. Oh, I saw when I dived also. You're born in 1982.
I'm very old.
Yep. I love it.
How old are you?
I love 86.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Children. How old are you?
I'll be 37 next Wednesday.
Also
or next
86.
Tuesday. Next Tuesday.
How'd you see 82? Is that publicly on some kind of profile? of
You
yours?
said it on one of your reels. You said you were born in 82.
Really?
It's in there. I found it.
Some
Anyways.
good
believe it.
stalking, Jeff.
Isn't that good?
That's very good.
Yeah, I do research for this. So, being born in 82, what is starting to make you feel out of touch?
Yeah.
What I think it would be.
Don't
like
cap us here.
It'd be a shorter list to say like what is making me not feel out of touch. I would say just younger comics, like being around them and having like the false sense that we are all like peers, and then you're like, oh, such and such a movie, and they're like, I wasn't born when that movie came out, and you're
Oh.
like, that's okay, that's happening.
Movies?
Movies.
What movies we talking?
I remember telling
Black and white?
Nick Alex that one of my favorite movies was Shakespeare in Love, and he was like, he never even heard of it, and I'm like, Gwyneth Paltrow, like this is a.
Oh,
And then we
yeah.
Googled it, and he was like, "Oh, I wasn't born when I came.
It won an Oscar, you fool.
Wasn't alive." Like that's and you're like, "This is a peer that I like work with. He's a comic, I'm a comic, but he's a child, and he has. And this is the thing: he is not a child. He has a baby, but he's still like I'm a grandpa. I'm just
Weird.
a grandpa. I'm so
Wait,
old.
he's got a child.
He has a child, so like he's definitely an adult, and I'm still. But yet he wasn't born at a time when a movie that I loved came out.
And you're coming in here like, remember when the rocket hit the moon in the eye? Now that was a movie.
That was a movie.
It's Iron Man's girlfriend, Pepper Potts. She stars in it. Dude, no one knew who Tub Girl was last night.
I don't know who Tom Girl is.
You don't know Tub Girl?
Yeah.
Oh, it was an old internet photo of a woman with her legs over her head, and there was an arc of shit coming from her butt onto her own face.
I don't think that's an age thing for me. I think that's kind of like a genre. I probably just wasn't
There was,
it was all the Rotten.com stuff.
that
back
was
in the
early
day.
E-Bombs world.
Yeah.
2 Girls, 1 Cup. Internet
Gotcha.
sensations.
One man, one jar, Mr.
Yeah.
Hands, that kind of stuff.
Got
You just
you.
weren't disgusting.
No, yeah. I'm sure some of my male peers.
But
Yeah.
none of the dudes knew last night either.
Were they your age?
Yeah.
Oh, that seems
It was
awesome.
like
Yeah, I thought that
Alex
was infamous.
Babbitt
Because at
and
that
Dave
point there were
Ross.
only like 3 internet sites, so like you were on like it
Yeah.
was like there were 3 of them. You watched them, and it was like people getting hit by cars, like really
Right.
graphic
Yeah,
videos
yeah.
of
We
people
grew up
getting
at the
hit by cars.
beginning. Yeah. We all saw the guy get his head cut off.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It still haunts me today.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying last night because I said it on The Great Hang. I was saying if I get dementia, I think the only thing I'll ever remember is Tub Girl because it's fucking seared into my brain.
Wow. Yeah, I've never even seen it, and I feel
Yeah.
scarred by
Don't
it.
look it up. It's gross.
Yeah.
Did you guys have Napster? Was that, or you
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Napster,
Okay, Napster.
Kazaa.
Ooh, yeah.
LimeWire.
LimeWire.
First song I ever downloaded?
What was it?
Papa Roach.
I love it.
You gotta download
Good.
Papa Roach.
I remember having, whatever that like standard issue MP3 player on your computer that everybody had, like right at Napster. And I remember looking at it and thinking, if only there was a way to get these songs onto like a smaller device that I could bring with me. So basically, I thought of the iPod before the iPod, and I could have been a millionaire. And,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had an MP3 player. Like in the early days.
Yeah, but it took a little while for them to get to that format. And I remember thinking, like, before then, I was like, oh, if only there was a way to bring it with you. And then there was, and I could have been rich. What else
Yeah.
made me feel old? TikTok. That makes me feel old.
TikTok?
Yeah, in general. People with, the millennials and their slang. I always thought that I was not going to be one of these people who was like, what does that word mean? But I don't know a lot of the words.
You're not
that they're
Riz?
using.
Do you have
not
any
millennials,
Riz?
because I guess we're millennials.
Yeah, I was going to say, aren't you a millennial?
The Gen.
Are you a Riz god?
See, I don't know what that is. Yeah. What is that?
Riz? Riz is charisma.
Yeah, I don't
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you're
Oh.
just rizzed up. If you got Riz, you got the shit. You got the X factor.
Oh, okay. No
I'm like
cap.
a Riz god
no,
of
cap
sort.
was the thing I had to look up. That was one I had to look up recently. And
Yeah.
if
What
you get
else?
if you get to a certain age and you have to look things up in Urban Dictionary, that becomes like a when you legitimately have to look things up in Urban Dictionary that other people are like using in sentences, and you're like, okay, this
Yeah.
is
What else have you looked up recently besides no cap?
that.
We got Riz, no cap. Tim, well, you know a lot of these. You're wearing a colorful hat.
I'm wearing a
there's
colorful hat. I
term that
hang out
kids
with
are
the
using
children.
for when somebody's hot that you have like a crush on them, but I can't think of what it is now. Like when our age, we used to say like, "Oh, you sweat him," but now they say something else, and I can't.
I
think
did
of what
never
it
said
is.
that.
When you think someone's hot, like you have a crush on someone, but they say like a thing.
You sweat him?
Yeah, did you ever just say that when you were
No.
younger? Oh, I was
Where are
very
you
old.
from?
Jersey, so that might have been its own.
Oh, that's a Jersey.
All right,
Sweaty
you
Italian
sweat it.
people.
Yeah, sweat that guy.
Disgusting.
You sweat like eating a matzo ball soup.
yeah.
Yeah, the
Wait,
kids-
meatball stuff. I went
Yeah. Wait, what about this? Download my song in pieces. It's on a torrent site. Is that good?
That's good.
BitTorrent. Yes, yes, yes.
Mid. That's one.
Yeah, mid.
What's
is-
that?
Oh, mid? Like middle. Like this person's mid.
It's not good. It's not bad.
Everything's
It's just
like,
mid.
Everything's just like shortened and just more annoying. Like the way that they say everything's just like kind of like no cat. Oh, ooh.
I love it.
Oh my
You
god.
grump. All right. So
I am
the
such a grump.
slang, movies, TikTok, fashion. Are you in on the fashion?
Just put fully
fashion-
out of date.
Yeah, fully out of date.
Fully out of date. The fashion is tough too because now it's like they're repeating the 90s. So it's like I had those clothes.
It's such a bummer. If I kept all of my clothes, I could have sold it for so much money.
Yeah, like the Janko jeans we threw out and they're all wearing the same things.
The 9/11 shirt I gave Micah, oh, it's incredible.
Yeah.
I gave her an incredible 9/11 shirt
What's
of
a
a.
9/11 shirt.
Well, it's from where the towers fell, and it's a fireman and a police officer and an EMT putting a flag up on ground
You
zero.
have that on a shirt?
I have it on a shirt, yeah. And I gave it to Micah, and I feel like I could really sell it for some money.
Probably.
It's a dark topic for a shirt.
Yeah.
Or go like bands, puppies, things, whatever, and you're like, the day that changed America
Well,
forever.
see, this is the difference between New Jersey and Midwest. In the Midwest, we saw all those heroes all those people as true heroes that will never die in our minds. So,
Yeah, you guys love 9/11. In the
My
middle.
grandma's-
Midwest? Oh, we
Midwestern
love
people
it.
love 9/11, don't they?
oh yeah.
They're like at the fucking memorial all the time. They're
that's
like
right.
up and down that museum.
Saluting.
Just like,
My dad went to it was the first thing my dad had to do when he
course.
came here. He had to go to the memorial.
think
See,
There's
my
like
parents are coming, and that's what they want to
They're
do.
gonna do that.
Your
Yeah.
parents are coming? What are they going to do when they see a paved road, Jeff?
Where are your people from?
Michigan.
Michigan.
On a dirt road.
Dirt road.
Yeah, Jeff grew up on a dirt road.
Is it called like Sheen Road or something? Because you're the only ones who've lived there for generations.
No, they're not that. They're
Field
not like
Drive,
that.
which is named after the person that lived there before us.
Oh, shit.
But yes, you are very
Yes,
close.
Very close. Yeah. You're like, of course it's not named after us. It's named after the family. That was
Jeff's
there before.
parents don't have the get up and go fucking kind of.
They don't have road name money.
Yeah. Well, I can't think of what I was
Oh,
trying
is
to
that
say.
what you're doing? You're just stumbling over there to slur my parents?
Yeah, I'm trying to dog your parents for not having the initiative to get the name of the road
Oh,
changed.
wow.
Initiative was the word I was looking for.
Yeah,
You got no Riz. All right.
I'm a Riz God, bitch.
Moving on. Let's see. Boy, oh boy. Who would you say is your favorite kid of your parents?
Me.
Why?
I am my favorite kid.
You're the
My parents-
fave?
Oh, no, sorry. You're saying like,
Who's your parents' favorite?
who's my parents' favorite? Oh, my brother.
Oh, not you.
No, thinking about it. Yeah, there's three of us. My brother's in the middle, and it's me and then my sister, who's the youngest.
Wow, the middle is the favorite.
Yeah, because
But
he
the
was
boy.
the boy.
Oh, interesting.
Golden child, obviously like my dad and him had a special relationship because the boy stuff, football, blah, blah, blah.
Uh-huh.
And then the mom and him, it's your son, and he can kind of talk to her in a way that we kind of can't. And yeah, no. He's always the favorite.
You got everything. Wow.
Yeah.
Sexist parents. You hate to hear it.
I was number 3 of 3 on the list of in terms of ranking.
And you were number one?
No, I was not number 1. My brother was number 1.
No,
then
no,
my
no.
sister.
You were the first
I was the
one.
oldest. Yeah,
You're the oldest and you're the last.
I was the OG and the least liked.
Wow.
Right? I mean, you've met me. Like, come on.
They had you and they were like, we got
They
to
were
have
like-
some more kids.
Yeah, they were. They were like,
This is fucked up.
This one stinks.
They were
That
like,
sucks.
redo. Let's see if we can do any better. Let's see if we can hit it these next 2 times.
Yeah.
Why do they like your sister more than you?
She is more. She's nicer.
Oh, okay.
She's probably nicer, and I am a. I think that I'm being funny maybe when I'm making fun of people, and then it's like too mean, and then that's, yeah.
You're your family's Jeff Ross.
Oh yes. I'm the roaster in chief.
The roast master.
Yeah. And I think I'm being funny, and then I'm not being funny. My mom was too sensitive for that, and
I'm just bullying your sweet mother.
Yeah,
Nice
just-
apple pie, dummy.
Yeah.
Knock it out of her
Knock
hand.
it out of her hand. Yeah.
Give her the old Donnelly treatment.
Yeah. No, I'm a genuinely just likable person.
Oh, all right.
No one to bump mics with at the house.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah. Although I will say, like, the rest of my family became roasters because of that, and my brother is also quite. But like, it was like he gets a special dispensation. So like the same sentence coming out of his mouth, they're like, Steve.
Yeah.
And
Well,
for me,
men
they're
are
like, that
funnier
was
than
me.
women.
Well, that too.
yeah. Men are allowed to roast.
That's true. They're allowed to be funny. They are. They're allowed to be funny and charming.
It's only,
What's the saying? Men can roast, women make the roast.
Oh, I think
that's
what
right.
it is.
That's
what
right.
it is.
There's only one woman that's allowed to roast, and we all know it's Lisa Lampanelli.
Oh, yeah. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Oh.
She's got blue hair, though, right?
She's over there at the cellar, cellaring it up.
Yeah, Jeff, why don't you see her over
Yeah.
there? Have
I
you been?
haven't
You
seen
not seen her over there at the cellar?
No, I go, hello, who are you? She goes, shut up, skinny boy.
Yeah.
Pushes me down the stairs.
She goes, I've seen bigger black dicks than you. she says. Jeff, how many spots have you had recently over there?
Why do you keep bringing this up?
Because it bothers you to your core.
Hey, you know
God,
what?
I laid an egg this week, all right?
Oh, did you bomb?
0 spots.
Oh, 0 spots.
No,
I
it's got
thought
0
you.
spots.
What is the frequency with what, or how often? No. How far out do you know? Like, do they call you that week?
Every week, yeah.
Every week.
Every Tuesday, you find out where you're
you're
at.
like,
Yeah, every Tuesday, it's like, oh, you're still alive.
Okay.
You're dead.
You're dead. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I died this past
How many
week.
did Renan get this week?
He got 3.
Oh,
Yeah, he's low.
shit.
I know, he's at 3. I'm at 0.
Jesus
Am I
Christ.
panicking? No, I'm totally fine.
There's
No,
other
that's
weeks.
gotta hurt.
There's other
Oh, my
weeks. There's a
God.
lot of you, right? You gotta
Thank
rotate
you.
in.
Yes. Thank you,
One
Abby.
week you'll have 0. Next week you'll have 5.
I blame the writer's strike.
I do
Jeff
too.
will never have
but
5.
they're going back now. So
I know.
think that's gonna be good for everybody.
Open up my spots. I just need to get Renan to get hired. All right. Moving on, because I don't like where we're headed. This is treacherous waters.
God, 3 spots for Renan.
Let's see. What's the best board game of all time? There's a right answer to this one.
Ooh, I know what the answer is. Go ahead.
Well, I would say Trouble.
Oh.
Trouble. Great choice.
Yeah. First of all, the sound effect of that little pop.
That is fun.
And it would weirdly be a game that we would play like with my siblings, like after hours when you were not supposed to be up. You'd be in bed, and then you'd have to like hold the button down and be like, and try to like keep it quiet. So
Wow, that's fun.
love Trouble.
You're also playing Don't Wake Daddy.
Yes, exactly. Simultaneously. Yeah. Ooh,
That's pretty good.
close second though. Mall Madness.
Mall Madness.
Mall
Is that the one with
Madness.
the fake phone?
Yeah, fake phone, fake credit card, and you would like put the little credit card in the thing, and it would go ching ching, and it was great.
Oh, and it teaches people about capitalism.
Basically,
Yeah.
and being it teaches you how to be a Karen, sort of directly there.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
Here's your credit card. Only pay with card.
Oh yeah, that's a good.
Jeff, can I guess?
Yeah, you can guess.
Is it Mousetrap?
Oh, that was close. I was
That
thinking
was
it
a
might
good one.
be.
Life.
Damn it.
Ooh, you were close.
Life, the right answer.
No, it was not Life. It was
Damn.
it was 13 Dead End Drive.
What the fuck is that, Jeff?
Is that a game?
It's just a shitty game that we have.
Really?
Jeff, what? Wait, that was a game that did the Fields own it before?
No, we got it in,
think I've ever heard of that.
Nobody heard of it. Is it a nothing game?
Did you buy it at a garage sale? It had half the pieces.
No, we bought it when it came out in the late. What is it? The early 90s, maybe.
And what is the game's premise?
The premise is that. Are you looking it up?
Yes.
Yeah, look up 13 Dead End Drive. It's kind of like a mousetrap. You know, there's little traps around the board, and then you gotta
1993.
That's when it came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you pick your characters, and you have to find out who is who, and the goal is to win the inheritance of the old lady. And then the traps are like you got to kill people off with
Oh
like
my
a
God,
falling
that's so
chandelier.
morbid.
So it's like a mix of Mousetrap,
And
Clue,
Clue. Uh-huh.
and it's like the same art as where you got to pick the people.
Yeah. 13.
Thing. That's in German, and it's called Agatha's Last Will in German.
Oh,
That's like one of the few board games that are at my house, and we play it sometimes when I'm there for
Agatha's
Christmas.
letzte Villa.
do you know German?
Ja, ich habe in Deutschland gewohnt.
Whoa, really?
Ah. I
Whoa.
lived in Germany for a bit.
You lived in
Cool.
Germany?
Yeah.
I got nothing on here for that.
I know.
We'll never get to find out more about it.
It's not on there, that's
It was a Milton Bradley game.
Yeah, see?
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, Jeff.
Yeah, that's the best board
It
game
does
of all
feel
time.
like the right answer. Now that you've said it, yeah. That's so fun.
But that's the one of the two games we play when I go to my parents' house.
what's
Is
the other
Trouble and 13 Dead End Drive.
Do you play Trouble?
We play Trouble.
Do you play Apples to Apples?
No, we do not have that one.
We're big on Apples to Apples.
Do not own it.
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
We play what we own, and we own 13 Dead End
That's it,
Drive.
and that's what you're
Trouble.
That's it.
All right.
We were a Monopoly family.
Oh, yeah?
We like to play long games that involved us yelling at each other.
Oh yeah, I
So
don't think any game of
basic.
Monopoly ever ends without like someone in your family flipping the board over and being like storming off.
Yeah.
Just my family.
That's just your family.
That's just
My
my family.
family held it together, even
Oh,
though they're
right.
Irish and Italian and mildly drunk most of the time. I think it's what calmed them.
Oh, yeah? Monopoly?
No, the drinking.
Oh, sure. They needed to hold on to some fake money to feel calm and peace.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Ty, we'll go back here. The NFL, they wear pink, for Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
They do.
So
It's coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up. What team rocks it the best?
I pass. I don't know football teams, but I would assume does Tom Brady play anymore? Because he's very handsome.
No.
No, he's out.
No.
Is there a right answer to this too?
No, there's no right answer.
Oh, because I think it's the Carolina Panthers.
Why is that the right answer?
Really?
Because the pink kind of goes already with their blue, and their blue's a little darker than the light blue of the Lions. Even though the Lions look pretty good with the pink.
Where do they wear the pink? Are their whole uniforms pink?
No, they're like their gloves and their
Oh, okay.
shoes.
So it's like so it's really about like matching.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like a little aesthetic.
North Carolina's like powder blue.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel
they're
like
powder
powder blue
blue.
and pink. That's cute. I like that.
So you want to go North Carolina?
That's my answer. Yeah. The powder blue team.
What other powder blue teams? Colts are blue.
Colts are blue, but it's a dark royal blue. It doesn't look as good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're going with the powder blue?
Oh yeah, yeah. Is anyone purple? Does anyone wear a purple uniform?
Minnesota Vikings.
the
All right,
Minnesota
I can see
Vikings.
that. A little
The
bit of
Vikings
purple.
look
That's
good,
kinda
yeah.
jazzy, yeah.
You want to go Vikings?
Yeah, let's go Vikings.
All
That
right.
sounds good. Purple and pink.
Ooh, an NFC North rival, Jeff.
Yeah, that's going to cost you some points here in
Oh,
scoring.
shit.
I don't like the Vikings. Yeah, you shouldn't have done it, but you did.
all right.
Better than saying the Packers, but still not good.
Yeah, they're yellow and green, so I don't know if pink would go well with
No,
them.
yeah.
All right, Vikings. That's gonna cost you, but that's okay. Let's see. What was the biggest event you remember in the '90s?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's so many big ones. Which one? What '90s event is defining?
Um,
I know mine.
I know mine, too.
like a personal event or like a world event?
Like a world
a
event.
world event.
Yeah.
I actually don't know if this was exactly the 90s or if it was like 89, but when the Berlin Wall fell, was that 89?
Oh, when the wall fell?
Right, that might have been 90. Hold on.
that
let me
90?
see.
It might have been 90. I think you're right in there on 90.
All right, let's see.
Were you
Berlin
living
Wall.
in Germany?
I was not in Germany at the time, no.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
89, November 9th. Oh,
Oh, you're so close.
So
Can't be Berlin
close.
Wall then.
Damn it.
Yep.
Ah,
I don't think
jeez.
anything else happened in the 90s that I remember at all.
Oh, there's so many.
What happened in the 90s?
Oh,
Anything happened in the 90s?
oh great
Whoa.
things.
One of our presidents busted on an intern.
Oh,
that did
yeah.
happen. Yeah, that was a big one.
That was cool.
That's
was a
not
big
mine.
one.
That's not yours. Not mine either.
No.
Yeah, I know mine.
What was yours, Jeff? Do you
I
want?
guess I would say probably the
I don't want to taint.
the first
Oh.
Iraq War. I remember that really clearly. That was like what 93.
Oh yeah.
Desert Storm.
Desert Storm.
Yeah, I remember that my class wrote to General. He had a really long name. and he
George
was like-
Bush.
and he was like
General George
He was like the
Bush?
famous general at the time, and he wrote us back.
David Petraeus.
No, I don't think it was him. It wasn't him. He wasn't in the thing at the time. I feel like I want to say like Schwarzkopf, but I don't think that was it. But it was like something long and wild. Famous generals of the
It
original.
was Norman Schwarzkopf Jr.
Whoa,
Schwarzkopf.
you were right.
We wrote to General Schwarzkopf, and he wrote us back, or his assistant did.
Yeah?
To Mrs. Washington's third grade class, and said like
We might have thought it was George Washington's wife.
he was like, "This is the president. You need to get back to her. This is the first lady." I do remember that very clearly, and it being like, "Ooh, kind of a weird, scary time."
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did he
Do you
say? Do you
remember
remember?
He thanked us for our support.
Oh,
and,
beautiful.
He.
I'll just write that down,
We
too,
sent him.
here.
We sent him.
Supports the
we sent
troops.
him candy, and he thanked us for the candy. And he said he was sharing it with his other, the junior soldiers. Although I bet he didn't.
He ate
share
all that
No, he
candy
gave
his
him-
damn self.
We
You
sent
gave him candy?
We sent candy. Yeah.
Dude, my ass, if I was a general, I'd be like, this candy stays freaking here.
Yeah. I bet he didn't share it.
He was eating sweets while gunning people down.
Norman
Yeah.
Schwarzkopf. Yeah. Yeah, that was big.
Yeah, well-
Monica Lewinsky, that was big. You know what's weird about Monica Lewinsky? I got into that like a lot later in life. Like as a grown up.
Yeah.
You know when it's like a story happens when you're a kid and you like don't really process it. You're like, oh, there was maybe a dress and a thing and you don't really know. And then like later in life, I got into it and I like watched like I like read her book and I like watched a bunch of interviews with her and like all this good stuff and that was fucked up.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I don't really know all the details.
But just like if you could like at the time,
Did he
you
put
know,
a cigar in her?
he
The
did.
president's a bit of a gaslighter.
But she was 21. Like, think of that was her first job out of college. Like, do you remember who you were? Your first job out of college? Like, who were we? And just
Yeah.
like, and the way that we treated her as if she were an adult, that was like, it was like the president wanted to fuck her. Of course she said yes. Anybody would have said yes. She was 21. It was her first job out of college. Then we just ruined her life. We like summarily were like,
Well,
you whore, get out of here.
Yeah.
Is she rich now because of it?
She's doing all right.
she might be doing fine.
She's got like production companies and she's making it work. But, you
Yeah.
know, I don't know if she would, yeah.
I mean, if you can crack a beer, you can blow a president.
Hey, Jeff. Thank you.
We'll get you like a little mug that says that.
Yeah, you could put it on a pog slammer. Very 90s.
Fog slammer, yes.
Yeah, we had a.
Was that yours, Jeff? Pogs?
Honestly, it is the OJ trial.
Oh,
yes.
wow.
Of course, the OJ trial.
I remember the white Bronco vividly.
Oh, yes.
And then always like the OJ trial was on all the time, and that kind of got me interested in lawyery stuff.
Wow.
Did you guys? So when the verdict came out, our school, like I remember, like they wheeled a TV in so we could like watch live what the verdict
Really?
was when we were like
we didn't
kids.
get that.
We didn't get that either. I don't think my school had a TV we could wheel around.
I remember that. Yeah, it was a wild time.
Mine was Carrie Strug at the Olympics, landed on one foot.
Oh yeah, that was
And
major.
my mom going crazy.
Oh.
My mom thought it because my mom would watch gymnastics. She loved gymnastics and she loved ice skating.
Oh,
so she would
dude.
watch
Yeah, I was just thinking, you gonna say it?
Tonya.
Tonya Harding.
That was a big one, too.
That was
Yeah, that was huge in our house.
Yeah, that was. I remember making a very crude joke, and I felt very bad.
Did you? Did your parents scold you
As
about
a
it?
young kid,
What'd you say? Do you remember what the joke was?
I remember
This
because
is
I
your
felt
first- this
terrible
is your first
after.
bit?
I did it to a friend, and he didn't find it funny. He thought it was
Oh,
bad.
no, Jeff,
And I was
no.
like, "Oh no, I'm a bad guy."
Yeah, you are. That's true.
Now we got to hear it.
It was during like some our elementary schools. What was this? 5th grade? We were in 4th grade, and
No
a
one
girl
gives a shit.
girl hurt herself running, twisted an ankle or something.
Yes.
And then we were walking by, and everyone's around her, you know, and she's all. And I was like, I elbowed to a buddy. I was like, "You should go over there and act like you're Tonya Harding." Anyway,
That's pretty funny.
mean.
I would have taken that. Your friend sounds like kind of a pussy.
You should have gone and done it
Yeah,
and
yeah.
lived the bit, Jeff, and been a real artist instead of trying to get your friends to do things for you. Now I see where it started. It started at a young age where instead of doing the work yourself, you try to get others to do it for you.
Absolutely, never do the work yourself.
Ooh, Lorena Bobbitt. That was
Lorena
good.
Cut the
Bobbitt.
wiener off.
Cutting the wiener off.
Yeah.
And then do
See?
you remember Joey Buttafuoco?
Yeah, but it wasn't big in my. I think my Italian mom tried to keep that from
She
us.
wouldn't keep it, yeah.
She didn't want us to see that Italians could be
remember the-
fooled so easily.
Amy Fisher. That was
Yes.
her name. Yeah, that was a scandal.
See, you couldn't think of any. Now
At the
they're
time, I
flooding
couldn't.
in.
That's also part of the cancer excuse. My brain is not where it used to be. I don't
Oh,
remember
it's
anything anymore.
always the cancer.
Never
I
really
used to get confused. I used to call it "Searching for Amy Fisher," the "Searching for Bobby Fisher"
Oh,
movie,
yeah,
the
different.
chess movie. I used to call it "Searching for Amy Fisher." I used to get confused as a child.
All right, they were a wild, ruckus time, but we're in today's world, you know.
We're in
so
today's world.
I gotta know: are you hopeful for America's future? Why or why not?
No.
Hell, did you get this from the Republican debates?
Like, I'm hopeful in that, like, I hope it does go well. Like, I'm rooting for us.
Yeah, but
I
you're-
don't feel like it's going great.
Oh, so you're not hopeful?
Doesn't feel like it. I mean,
Yeah, why
seems like
not?
Donald Trump is for sure going to be the candidate. Possibly be the winner.
Oh, okay. So we're living in Trump's world soon. Do you?
And yeah, and like also
Voting Trump. All
Our
right,
boy
there.
Like-
Donald Duck.
yeah, like he might like win from jail, which is even weirder. Like
Okay.
that's a thing. And then the alternative is a guy who's like maybe clinically dead. Right? So that's not great.
Oh, okay. Very presidential in this outcome to you.
That's what I feel like. Yeah, and I don't know. It's like climate change isn't going that well.
Uh-huh.
I feel like we're more divided as a nation than we've ever been before.
So
Are you
pessimistic.
hopeful?
Oh, I'm not worried about nothing.
You're not?
Oh.
Really?
Listen, I'm a white straight man.
That's true.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna
It always
fly.
works.
I was just in Little Rock, Arkansas a
You're
couple
right.
weeks ago. People were fatter than ever. I think we're going to be fine.
Everything's going great.
I think all of the bad votes are going to die out soon from diabetes and heart disease.
So we think, but they
Mm-hmm.
do keep birthing new ones, especially now with the abortion laws. You can't even the babies are coming, and there's a lot of them.
You know, I just saw an anti-abortion commercial on YouTube,
Yeah,
and it was kind of funny.
an anti-abortion commercial.
They are funny. They
What
are
was
kind
funny
of
about
funny.
It was decent writing.
What was the
It-
what was the
It was
plot?
a woman, like a Gen Z girl, right? She's very stereotypical. Goes up to a
Are you
pharmacist.
sure she was a girl, Jeff?
And you never know with these ads.
Jesus Christ.
But she wanted to buy the abortion pill.
Yeah.
Right? And then
Oh, I've seen this one.
Have you seen this one? The pharmacist gives her the pill, and she goes, blah, 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 here's the pill. And then the girl's like, oh, okay, but I just want to ask, is this organic? And then that was the joke where she kept going, I'm gluten-free. And the pharmacist was like, this is going to kill the baby inside of you. And I was like, oh, this is actually kind of humorous. And then at the bottom, they're like, vote to get rid of abortion pills on CVS. I was like, oh, that was an ad.
Wow, that's interesting. That's an interesting
Oh.
angle. They're like, not only is this pill not gluten free, it will also kill your baby.
Yeah.
And so
I had an ad on
What
YouTube.
is the angle with that? Are they trying to speak to the millennials to be like, you see, killing your baby is not healthy?
No, they're talking to older people who don't like that she's gluten-free or that anything's organic and being like, these are the type of people that buy abortion pills, so vote against them because you don't like them.
See,
That's
I was
your take.
taking it as like, see, you're over here being like, I need gluten-free in my body. I'm worried about my health, but in putting this poison
That's
in
what I took
to
it
kill
as.
a baby.
Well,
so
then
they're trying
maybe-
to point out, like, see how hypocritical you are.
Then maybe it's just I don't like you, and the way you did it made me think that.
Your rendition was the problem.
A lot of younger people are becoming a lot more Republican too, like with the Nelk boys and those kind of
And like
guys.
the Lauren Southerns and the, you know, Tammy, what's her name? Tommy Laren. Tammy Laren.
Tommy Laren.
What's all this stuff? Who's
They're
the
like
Nilk
they're
boys?
hot. They're hot young Republicans that like have YouTube channels and like get people to follow them.
Really?
And yeah, you ever
How-
heard of those Lauren Southern? Tammy, is it Tammy or Tommy? Tommy Laren?
Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy. I've
She's
heard of
on-
her.
She's on Fox News now, but she started out as a YouTuber.
I've heard of her.
And then she was on The Blaze, of course, with Jeff and I's good friend Dave Landau.
Oh yeah, he's big blade. Okay. Oh, so all right. Do they take like how young do these people have to be? Is like 37 okay, or is that too old?
They're in their 20s, I feel like.
Oh,
They're in their
God,
20s. I
I'm
think,
too
Yeah,
old.
you're definitely too old to be.
Tommy
young
Laren is
influencer.
probably like 30-something
Probably
now.
now, yeah.
All right, fine. Let's see. What do I want to bounce around? Ooh, what are the 3 best Nicktoons?
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, right answer here as well.
Ren and Stimpy.
Ren and Stimpy,
Mm-hmm.
great choice.
Doug
Doug, oh wow, you're hitting it out of the park.
and the Rugrats.
Oh, Rugrats.
Ren and Stimpy was particularly like ahead of its time. I don't know if you have as an adult gone back to watch it, but
It's on
like,
Paramount Plus.
is it?
Every
Oh,
episode.
All right, I saw some like YouTube versions of it just to go back. Like, first of all, super inappropriate for children. Like,
Oh, it's terribly inappropriate.
I don't know how it got to be whatever.
Oh.
Well, it was created by
Don't whiz
a,
on the electric fence.
pedophile. But
It was created by a pedophile?
yeah, John Kraflovsky. Me and Micah just watched a full documentary about how he was like a bad guy to women and kind of hit on young girls and might be a bit of a pedophile.
Oh,
but he
no.
only did season 1. The other seasons were done by Bob. What's his name? That I can't remember off the top.
Odenkirk?
No. But yeah, so he's a bad guy. John Kay, bad guy.
Oh, okay.
Documentary about Ren and Stimpy?
About the creator of Ren and Stimpy, John Kay.
John
Yeah,
Kay.
it's really great.
And then they brought Ren and Stimpy back for adults. And it
did.
was like horny and weird.
Yeah, that's
He's
when-
been a little horny and weird, I think, but they were headed.
They were like way more hornier in the new one.
It was on Spike TV.
Yeah.
man, yeah.
One point, Ren had a strap-on saw that he sawed a log that was being held by Stimpy's butt cheeks.
You're right.
So it looked like he was banging him.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Great choices
Ren and
there.
Stimpy.
Ren and Stimpy, Rocco's Modern Life, Angry Beavers.
Oh, wow.
I really
that it,
didn't
Jeff?
like Rocco's Modern Life. I just couldn't.
That
get
is
into
close. Yeah, Rocco's was very close for me, but I would replace Rocco's with Real Monsters.
Oh, damn it.
Oh,
I was,
Monsters. I forgot about
but
Real
I would have said Rocco's. I would have switched Real Monsters with Angry Beavers, of course.
I don't even know Angry Beavers. I think that must have been after my time.
You know Angry Beavers?
Doesn't even ring a
Oh,
bell.
I loved Angry Beavers. I used to make that noise all the time.
What's the noise?
Norbert and Daggett.
Yeah.
Really? No, I don't remember them. Okay.
That's
Did you
the
guys know
noise.
Doug and Rugrats?
Oh, I remember
Oh,
that
yeah.
in Rugrats.
So what were
Do you remember
what
Doug's
was-
girlfriend's name?
Patty
Patty
Mayonnaise.
Yes. Of course you do. Of course we do. I love that.
Skeeter. Jeff's like a Skeeter type.
That was my nick. People try to get that to be my nickname in school.
Really?
Yeah.
They'd be like, "You're like Skeeter."
It's because of your big nose.
Oh wow. What? Okay. Huh. I don't like that.
This is Attack Jeff Day.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
What was the right answers?
Oh, it was Angry Beavers, Real Monsters, and then Doug.
Doug was on there?
Sure.
Oh,
Sure.
You didn't mean it. You didn't mean it.
Real Monsters and Angry Beavers, Jeff.
I
That's
loved
interesting.
Angry Beavers and Real Monsters.
Real Monsters I like too. I used to have the Crumb doll. My buddy got it for me for my birthday when I was a kid.
You're like a crumb.
I am like a crumb, but I don't smell. But you could squeeze it, and it smelled when you squeezed it. It smelled like shit. Yeah.
Oh, Oh.
Yeah, so all right, you went with the Ren and Stimpy, great stuff. I always found their close-ups would always bother me as a child.
Yes.
I hated
They
it
would
as
get
a
into like
kid.
the close-up of like a wound or something, and
Yeah.
it would
I
like,
liked
have little
that.
critters in it.
Yeah,
and
or a
like,
pimple or a hair.
Oh, yes.
And I'm like, oh.
I feel like that's what made Sarah Sherman the way she is.
Ren and Stimpy?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably where she drew a lot of it from.
It's long, it's big, it's heavy. it's
Yep, Powder Toast Man.
big. Oh my God. Yes.
Let's see. Since we're in the art realm, moving on.
The art realm.
What painting would you love to own?
Oh man.
Yes, you're creating a dream home, and you need to make it. You got to make a room.
Yeah, you got a wall, nothing
You need
on
a
it.
conversation piece.
What painting?
There is a painting called "Woman in a Bath."
Oh, she nude?
She is, but you like can't really tell.
This is gonna cost you.
I actually,
Too dirty.
to be honest, forget who the artist is, but it's a fancy, famous person, and I have like the print of it, and I've always wanted the real thing.
Oh,
like,
really?
Or like a better version of the fake one that I have.
What is it? Woman in the nude?
It's "Woman in a Bath."
Woman in the
bath.
nude.
I got a lot of those paintings.
Yeah, so good.
Woman in the bath.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
Woman in the Bath.
You whiffed on Starry Night. Anyways,
It was Starry Night.
Sorry, Night was the answer. Sorry, Night was the answer.
I would have gotten the painting from the movie The Toy with Richard Pryor. You remember that movie?
which one is that?
They have the guy made a painting of his naked wife, and Richard Pryor there's like a thing you go behind it or whatever. I remember that as a kid. That's a painting I would get.
Oh yeah.
The guy's naked wife from The Toy with Richard
Oh,
Pryor.
I would love a Starry Night. Or the one with the apple in front of the face.
Jeff, that painting sucks.
That's fun. What's he look like? You know, we'll never know.
Or I want the painting from Ghostbusters that like is haunted. That
Oh
one.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
What was his name?
Vigo.
Vigo.
Vigo. Let's see.
I'm getting a lot of the answers wrong.
We're at 50, Jeff.
Oh, are we? Oh, we got to
Sorry,
cook on.
sorry.
All right, I'll maybe have to knock out a few.
Sorry, I'll stop talking.
No.
No,
You're
you're
good.
doing great. I'm loving
That's
it.
the point of the show.
Yeah, this is great. Why is it more socially acceptable for women to be bisexual? What's up with that?
Yeah, why isn't it
actually-
cool when Jeff does it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
why can't I do it?
I actually think it's like that's not really as true anymore. It's becoming less true. That like kids, the youth as they come up are like way more being like the men are experimenting, the boys are experimenting, everyone's experimenting.
Okay, so let's bump it. Why is it more socially acceptable for old women to be bisexual?
Yeah, I mean, just because there's something about men engaging in a sex act with another man that it doesn't matter how that guy identifies, everybody, mostly men, will be like, he's gay. And it doesn't matter. For instance, I've had sex with women. I would not consider myself to be gay.
All right.
And I can tell people that I'm not gay, and no one goes like, oh, she's gay. But, you know, you couldn't blow a guy
Right.
and then just go about your life and be like, well, I have blown some guys, but I'm not gay. Everybody would be like, oh, he's gay, he's totally gay, right?
Oh,
They just-
okay.
they don't believe it. It's like one blowjob equals gay for life. It doesn't matter if all you ever do after that is be with women sexually.
I'm gonna be honest. I think that yes, you are right when in Jeff's situation, but I think if I did it,
It would be
people
gay.
would no. People would be like, actually, it still seems pretty straight.
Oh, yeah?
You
But
think so?
but if you blew a bunch of guys, they'd be like, yeah, of course he did.
No. All right, how
Yeah.
about this? Come here, let me blow you.
Yeah. Oh, if I get blown by a guy, that ain't gay at all. You can just close your eyes.
Do it on camera.
As
we'll
long-
see.
Yeah. Why
As long as they don't have a beard, is
the
fine.
question is why are straight men our age so like worried about being gay that like you can't even have like an experiment? You're like,
Yeah.
I like it too much. It's like, you know,
It's because we're so black and white and women get to be gray.
yeah.
What a world we
Some
live
boys
in.
won't even let you like touch their butt because they're like
No.
afraid that it's gay.
Oh, that is wild.
That's
Yeah.
not why I do it.
yeah?
I got IBS.
You are one of those.
You can't be going back there.
Yeah.
It's
He's very anti-butt.
Yeah.
It's gonna
I know.
burn your finger to the bone.
Yeah, I'm more like an explorer. You
You're
know,
exploring the butt
Oh,
region?
I'm like a Christopher Columbus.
Oh yeah. Why, in what way are you like
I'm always
Christopher
like, I'm
Columbus?
always like Chelsea, give me the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria.
And then
All
what other ways
free.
are you like Christopher Columbus?
I'm
Noted good guy.
Noted good guy.
yeah, I'm like, explore my butt and get rid of the natives.
Oh, dear Lord.
I have worms.
That actually sounds like the title of your first comedy album. Yeah. Explore my butt and get rid of the natives. That's it. That's a seller.
I could be your next dry bar.
Let's see. What advice would you like to give the young men of today?
Oh God.
What advice do you want to give them?
I don't know.
You're speaking to the world.
Oh my
You're
God.
on the mic.
I know. I'm on the mic.
It's in the feed. It's going in all the colleges.
Going to all the colleges.
Duke University.
Duke.
I think I want to keep the advice connected to what we just talked about, which is like just let somebody put their finger in your butt. Just like at least once.
Be more sexually explorative.
Yeah, just at least once, because you're not gonna know. Like, how can you know what you're missing if you don't give it a try? I feel like you gotta be open.
Explore
so that's
sexually.
my big advice. Don't rape people and take a finger in the butt here and there.
All right.
A consensual finger in the butt.
Sure. Okay. Well, it's a Republican's nightmare. Okay. They're not going to be happy about that.
I'm not gonna be running for office.
Yeah.
anytime soon.
They're gonna be like, there goes Duke. Okay.
I like that. I'd also tell him, don't smoke on the train till after 9 p.m.
Oh,
Oh, don't smoke on the train. Yeah.
mine would just be do a bunch of push-ups.
Do a bunch of push-ups. That'd be your advice.
Yeah, I'd be like, get cut for me, boys.
Yeah, Jeff would be sitting in a big throne. Do the push-ups for me, fellas.
Yeah, hey, young boys, this is Jeff.
All
Get
the
the, get the cum gutters for me.
All the women are like, what do we do? Jeff goes, what, do you not like watching?
All right, few more, then we'll land this plane. Who has loved you the most?
Besides the Lord, of course.
Who has loved me the most
Yeah, who has
Yeah.
loved you the most?
in my life?
Yeah.
Your whole life.
I guess probably my dogs.
Nah, I
That
can't.
doesn't count?
No,
Can't
no
count?
dogs.
It
I knew
needs
you
a
were going to say
version.
You
dogs.
knew I was gonna say dogs?
I saw you at dogs. I was like, she's going to say dogs to this one.
Well, it is dogs, but I
Yeah,
guess.
but I want who?
Mom. I guess mom.
Oh, Mom.
Yeah, your mom loves you the
Oh,
most.
Mom.
In the way that she like almost hates you, but she loves you. you
Right.
know?
Oh, she loves you the most, right
She does
after
love
your
you the
brother.
most. Yeah,
Oh,
right,
good
right.
for-
She
And
loves
other
me the most.
sister.
And my sister. Yeah, exactly. She loves me the most in third place. Yeah,
Whatever love she has left.
exactly.
That's great.
I have received some of that.
Oh, okay. All right, few more here. What? Speak where we are at, Mom. So, what do you wish you said to your parents at a young age?
What
do you wish you said?
Dick.
Get off your dick.
I'll get off my dick. I mean, is this supposed to be let's
go young- let's go young adult.
Am I supposed to be like?
wish
Is
you
this
said
supposed
to
to be
him.
charming?
No, whatever you want. Young
so
adult.
They both died pretty early, and so
Okay.
I didn't get to say like all the nice things that I wanted to say to them, like. Sorry, you're gonna die. I like
sure.
you. Sorry, this all sucks.
Oh, okay.
You guys were pretty great, even though you only liked me third.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for being good parents. Yeah, I think I would say that.
Oh, that is great.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got some goosebumps.
I think I would say that.
You got goosebumps?
A little bit.
Sorry, you're gonna die.
I like that. All right. Let's see. Now, what do you prefer more, stability or chaos?
Chaos.
Whoa, yeah. Explain
Quick
your mornings.
answer.
Explains my mornings. Yeah, chaos. I'm sorry that my phone is doing that. I thought I put it on mute.
Explain your mornings. You love chaos, huh?
I love chaos.
What do you
I
like
thrive
about
in
it?
chaos. I don't get as much done if there's like stability and everything's going okay. Like if it's kind of chaos, I just do better then. Like that pressure of like there's a lot of stuff going on, there's a lot of people who need me, there's a lot of different things I have to be doing.
Oh.
Then I can kind of get more stuff done. Whereas if it's like nothing's really going on, everything's normal, I'm like, this is terrible. Is this
Oh,
life?
you
But-
get bored.
Yeah, I'm bored, and I'm just like, and then I start just being like, is this all there is to life? There's nothing going on. There's whatever.
Oh, so
Do you
Nothing
think-
happening, this is it. We just wake up, we go to work, and we die. But if your day is like, "Wah!" That's what most of my days are like. This is
Oh.
like what my the physical expression of my day most of the time is "Wah!" like this. Work, things, comedy, and that's how I thrive.
you thrive in
I thrive in the chaos, yeah.
What were you going to say, Tim?
I was just saying, do you think you're using that as an excuse to not get your life under control?
Oh.
Maybe. I mean, it could be. But I think I've tried to.
Because if you schedule everything out and create a stable day for yourself,
Yeah.
Do you think that would maybe alleviate a little bit of the chaos and you'd still get the same amount of work done or maybe more?
I don't know if I get the same amount of work done because I don't know that I can execute as well when there isn't pressure. Like if I have 10 days to do something, it's not really going to get done in the first 9 days. It's just not.
Oh, you need the weight.
Yeah, I need the weight. I can't be like, I'll do a little bit today and a little bit tomorrow and a little bit the next day. Do you guys do that? I don't do that. I can't. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty similar.
I'm like,
a last minute type.
what? There's 2 days left. I'm like, I won't sleep, and then it's like,
Yeah.
laser focus. I need the stress to help me focus.
All right. Loves to be stressed. I'll write that down.
Too blessed to be stressed for me, though.
Yeah, loves stress. All right. Final question. Last one.
Okay.
What stand-ups got you into comedy?
Who are your guys?
Oh.
This one we asked everybody.
Richard Jenny, if you can possibly believe
A first-time Jenny head on
we
the
have
show.
not had Richard yet.
Rest in peace, King.
it. Based on how old I am, so like Comedy Central just came out when I was 8. And prior to that, like comedy would be on sometimes, like late at night, and you would sort of see it. But it was like, first of all, there were only like 6 comedians at that point on TV ever,
Right.
and they were for adults, and certainly they were not, and it was like a lot of older white guys. So like certainly Richard Jenny was not directing his stuff at me, but like it spoke to me doing things like that. Wally Collins, who is actually still currently like a performer in New York City.
Oh, yeah.
Wally Collins.
He had this special he hosted. It was called Stand Up Spotlight. It was one of the first shows that was ever on Comedy Central. And he would like do a bit, but then he would basically just like, it was kind of like almost like MTV, where they play music videos, and he was like the VJ. He was like the comedy VJ. But he was like so charming, and he seemed, he must have been really young at the time. And even though I was 8, I was like, he must only be 19. So like one day I could be Wally Collins. And I was like, oh, whatever, just like looking at that. Kathy Griffin.
You're a Griff head.
Is this a first-time Griffin?
Yeah, it is. This is the first time Griffin.
And it's a first-time Wally Collins, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Margaret Cho.
I think it's a first show. Wow, you're giving us a lot of firsts here.
And then I'm actually going to forget his name, but what's the other Richard's name?
Pryor?
Richard, no, he was a white guy. He played the dad in
Belzer.
10 Things I Hate About You.
Oh, no, his name's
name not
not Richard. It's
Dreyfuss?
No, it's
As soon as you see his face, you're going to be like, oh, yeah,
he was in Nutty Professor.
Nutty Professor?
It's
10 Things I Hate About You. That was a makeup
I'm
movie
gonna find it
for
real
me.
quick. It's
I'm pretty sure that's him because I remember the scene where he's like, you and those
Larry
glasses."
Miller.
Larry Miller.
Larry Miller.
Larry Miller is great.
So
He had
funny.
Larry Miller had that bit about the stages of drinking at night, which was a great bit at the time.
Oh.
Yes, I totally know what you're talking about. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Great stuff. A lot of first-time comics. That's good. Let's see. You love chaos. All right. You're telling boys to explore their little butts.
Explore your buttholes,
That's
boys.
nice. Doug. That was sure. Let's see. You think Trump's going to win? You're a 6 Karen.
I do sound terrible on paper, don't
Yeah,
I?
and,
you total it all up there.
Least favorite, the brother one. All right. Solid. I'm going to give you a solid 8 out of 10.
You give me an 8 out of 10.
That's
Eight
good.
That's high.
Wow, 8 out of 10
Thank
is
you.
good.
Means you get to do your plugs. You're over 5.
Thank you. Have other people been getting lower than 8?
Yes.
Peter knocked it out of the park with a
Oh.
9.5.
Oh,
He was so disgusting. Jeff felt intimidated and had to give him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brennan got a 7.5.
You only got a 7.5,
8
huh?
for Amy,
People are
yeah.
getting 8. Okay, what do I do now?
You get to say your plugs. Where can people find you? All your info.
You can find me on the internets. Instagram, Abby Dubs Insta, and Abby Dubs TikTok, but I barely am on there. That's me. Yeah, I'm on the internets.
All right. Is it
I'm-
Dubs?
It's Dubs, D-U-B-S.
Oh, okay. All
So
right.
almost all my stuff is like Abby Dubs, TikTok, Twitter,
Oh, I see.
Insta. You know what I mean? I do it. I keep it straightforward, but I don't do that much,
Makes sense that you're not on TikTok.
Find me on MySpace is what I'm saying.
MySpace. Come back to us.
Where are you, Tom?
Yeah, we need
I
you.
know, Tom. It was a great time at MySpace.
Ugh. All right, Tim.
Thank you guys for having me. This was fun.
Oh, you're very
thank
welcome.
you for doing it.
Yeah, thanks for coming on the show. And if you guys want, you can listen to the Great Hang podcast with Micah and Tim, which is incredible. You can also check out the Tough Questions Patreon at patreon.com/toughquestions, where if you sign up, you get to ask your own question. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, why don't you fucking like and subscribe, you piece of shit? And you can check me out opening up for old Tommy T, Tom Takar, friend of the show. We will be in Boston November 3rd and 4th. And then I will have my live advice show November 5th at the Gutter at 9 p.m. So
Ooh, that sounds fun.
come out to Hideout in Boston if you're in Boston, and then come out to the live advice show at the Gutter November 5th. And that is it.
And I'm always at New York Jeffrey. Goodbye.
Bye.